I don't know how to do this. Hey, it's 100. How we doing, guys? I've got like 3 more of those. We're going to see what we do. I don't know. Did that work for everybody? Did that look awesome? I've got glitter paper all over me and our pie. I hope everybody likes glitter in their pie. Oh my God, it's everywhere. So welcome to our 100th episode. Full disclaimer, it's not our 100th live stream. YouTube let me know this was my 100th video. That includes, but is not limited to, well, it is limited to shorts, unboxings, the very first things we did. We're going to give credit where credit is due, how this whole thing started in a little bit. That includes all the live streams. That includes like my solo things with mental health and whatever else. I see we've already got some people piling in. I'm going to give some quick thank yous. Then we're going to get started with our guest. So first I want to thank my audience, just my general audience. You guys are amazing. I'm going to take my glasses off. The glare is killing me. I want to thank Grady for appreciating my hair for all these episodes. Everyone else who's participating, new, old, love you. Welcome. Thank you. I want to thank my Patreons. Not even particularly, but I want to thank them for their generosity and their contribution. We got to have wonderful pie. I got to buy pie for everyone. So I'm excited for that. And it has a lot of that glitter stuff in it right now. So good luck, everyone. But I want to thank Carl, Miles, Don, Vico Bubbles. That's going to stick forever. I'm sorry. It's going to stick forever, Vico Bubbles. Wesley, who I've never actually met, but he watches the show afterwards. And, of course, Menagerie, 503 Menagerie, my very first, my Dungeons & Dragons girl, everything. So we're thanking everybody there. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff later. We're going to have some fun. We're going to have some info for you. Not a whole lot of info. If you think of a moment during the show that you remember from previous episodes, please kind of hold on to it. We're going to get to that later. I want to give them all the attention they deserve. So, and I won't be reading the comments for a while. Okay. This is going to be a thing. So, I didn't get video editing done. I underestimated. I thought Wally was teasing me about how difficult it is. So I didn't get it done. There's my first ant of the episode. I missed him. I was trying to get my pie. I am going to try to eat what's left of a French silk pie tonight. Okay, guys, I'm going to try. I have some whole milk. I couldn't find the strawberry milk, but I have some whole milk here ready to go. But first, we all know avid viewers will know that I spoiled who our guest is tonight. Our surprise guest is Russ Wilson of Aquarium Max. He's only been on 35 out of the 100 times. Let's bring. Hold on. Did I freeze? I froze out. Can everybody hear me? R.I.P. my stomach. Yeah, I'm gonna have some problems later. Russ, here he comes. Wait a minute. That's not Russ. Ophi, what are you doing here?
Hi.
All I wanted was that giggle. Oh, well, since you're here, stick around a little bit. We might have something to talk about in a minute. So let's get Russ on here. Let's bring him in. All right. And oh my God, Kyle. Who let this guy in here? We need a bouncer. Where's Victor? Where's Victor at? All right, so Kyle's here too, guys. Kyle's from My Spot Anonymous, Ophi from Ophi Spider-Verse, and Papa Rick, my kin, my soul bro. All right, let's try to get Russ in here now. I don't know why he's running late, but let's see what we got. And there he is.
I made it.
Welcome, Russ.
I was in a parallel universe for a minute, but I'm glad to be here.
I know, right? It's just great to be here. Wait, someone else? What? Someone else is there? Let me get the door. Wally and the Nets. Oh,
I'm watching TikTok. I'll be with you in 2 minutes.
I'm glad we didn't catch you in the John. That's all. So, yeah.
Plenty of room
back.
For pie.
What's that?
Send me some pie.
I will. Hold on a second. Is this thing working? Hey, there we go.
Hey.
I had to give my daughter half of these. So let's see. Russ, Ophi, are you
The
ready for a piece of
compromise.
pie?
Sure.
Are you ready? Here you go. Perfect.
Wow.
All right. I think Russ was supposed to be our guest, so Russ is next.
Okay.
Here you go, Russ. Extra glitter.
Thank you. Although I really don't think I should. I probably shouldn't.
You know what? I should. Thank you.
What?
All right. Happened.
Bye, thief. Bye,
The
thief.
pie rob, the pie burglar.
Do you have any
Man.
extra slices?
Your daughter must go to the same school as my daughter because that's bogus. Guys, behind the scenes, we got to see Russ's wife for once. It was amazing. She gave him the cutest little smooch. Oh, Kyle, I started to eat yours. Sorry, bud.
Thanks, but
I'm
no
gonna keep
worries.
yours.
I'm lactose
No.
intolerant.
Oh, I'm BS intolerant. Wally, here's yours.
Oh my
And
God.
Oh,
Thank
nice.
you.
I mean, this is the best. This is the magic of the internet.
Wow.
And the nets.
The neck gets what
you.
you look at that.
Hey, everybody's got their pie. Where's mine?
Yeah.
How come the
I'm
neck
gonna-
got a bigger piece?
'Cause I like it more. I mean, I thought we established that. And that's the one that hangs out with me at the shows the most. So gentlemen, we are going to address Ophi first. I'd like to go through some moments that I thought was great from each of your visits and contributions to the show, because each of you are so special to me, and I really appreciate you coming on. But first, a couple people that we were gonna have on and couldn't make it. So Rachel Schindler Beach from Pet Peds and Pods couldn't make it. She was our very first guest, and I was excited to have her on, but it didn't work. Cheyenne Boots, again, the guy who introduced me to Ice Pods, he has to work. He had to take a job on. And who else? Scott Wesley. Obviously, he was supposed to be, well, not obviously, he was supposed to be the sixth guest in our little Brady bunch here. And he had to work as well. So he may be tuning in from work. So I see we've got a lot of people. We've got 11 people watching right now. So that's a big number for me. But getting back to Ophi and Rick. Rick became my brother from another mother. But Ophi would then be like my niece. Yeah, I would accept it. I would totally be honored if you were my niece. Are you my honorary niece, Ophi?
Mm-hmm.
Do you accept this responsibility? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Good. My daughter needs some more girl cousins. Ophi, you have since always been our youngest guest ever. You know more about tarantulas than I think anyone else in this chat right now, except maybe your dad. I would say that with some confidence. Can we see your shirt, sweetheart?
Mhm.
Look at that. She loves spiders. I will say you're probably our most adorable guest as well. So next to Kyle. Kyle's number
I was
one.
gonna say, come what? Yeah,
Kyle's
there
number
we go. There we go.
But one of my most proud moments on the show, I think, is when you were so shy initially when you came on. You were so quiet and shy, and your dad helped you through it. And then I think there was a moment where you realized it was just me, you and your dad talking, and you kind of forgot there were other people involved, I think. And you just opened up, and it was amazing. That was an amazing moment for me that I could help you be that comfortable with being live on the internet. And I think like 100 people have watched that episode. So
Nice.
it's
There
not
we
huge
go.
numbers, but that's 100 people that were
Yeah,
interested
that's a lot.
in
Good
Ophi
deal.
Spider-Verse. I still have your stickers here somewhere. I have them on a sticker board. I rearranged a lot of things. They are here. Even the special edition one you got. I've had the honor of visiting Ophi and Rick at their house, and Ophi's the sweetest kid you'll ever meet. Yeah, it's been great. It's been great having you on. Do you still help your dad take care of your zoo?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. What is your job in the zoo?
I kind of help clean and feed sometimes.
Okay.
A lot.
What's your favorite animal to feed at the zoo right now? At your dad's zoo.
Pancake.
Probably Pancake.
Is that the new stingray?
Yeah.
Does
Oh,
it eat
that's
out of your
cool.
hand?
Huh?
Does it eat out of your hand like the stingrays at the zoo?
Yeah, I'm actually doing that now. I've been doing it on and off. The first time I tried it, I kind of pulled back too soon. Kind of was like I didn't know what to expect. Second time, kind of different, and took the food right out of my hand. It was pretty cool. So I've been doing that every feeding. I've been trying to give her a piece of shrimp out of my hand, and she's been taking it.
That
Oh,
is
that's
so
so
cool.
cool.
That
That's
is so
fun, yeah.
I've only ever gotten to do that at like an aquarium or a zoo or something.
Oh, yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
fun. It's such a weird feeling at first.
It is. It is. That's why at first, when I first did it, I kind of didn't know what to expect. So I pulled away too soon, and she kind of scurried away and fluttered and hid in her sand. So I left her alone at that point.
Stressing her out. She's like, we're not that way yet.
Yeah.
We're not that
Right.
tight.
Right. Not yet.
Have you tried it yet, Ophi? Have you tried to feed her with your hand?
No, not yet.
She has touched her though.
okay.
She has pet her. She's touched her. So
I'd be
That's
nervous
awesome.
too. Don't worry, Ophi. Yeah, I'd be nervous to feed in my hand too. Don't worry.
They are so cool.
Yeah.
They are so cool.
they are.
Yeah, I just wanted to thank you for coming on. I know it's bedtime, so stay as long as you want. As long as Dad will let you. All right?
Yeah, we might have to get off in a little bit, but like I said, after she goes to bed, because it's a school night, I'm gonna try to come back on and join the party.
Perfect. Now, Ophi, you are in my top 5 of top 5 moments top 5 moments in the show was having you on. I think it was just a real treat. Okay? Out of 100
Thank you.
episodes, Ophi, you're in the top 5. I'm not going to number the top 5. You're in there.
There you go. Right there. Right there.
Then let's see, who else do we talk about next? Kyle.
Uh-oh.
Kyle has been, everybody here on this screen right now has turned into basically extended family to me, I think. Honestly, these are all people that I call on the regular. But Kyle has been there. What are you, like my little brother now?
Yeah, I think we decided you're old enough to be my dad, though, so you can't
We
forget
did.
that.
We did do that, man. It's kind of gross.
Yeah, I remember I'm only turning 28 this March there, Papa.
Yeah, I'm like 20 years older. Yeah, 20 years older than you. That's wild. Yeah, it wouldn't even have been in the news. It wouldn't have been a scandal.
That's about what I've had. Well, no, I didn't have my first until I was 24.
See, it's going to be hard. I waited until I was 43 to have my little monster.
Oh, it gets easier, I think. I think it does. I don't know if other older parents, does it get easier?
Heck no.
3 and 1 has been a monstrous age gap to deal with.
It gets easier when you have grandkids, right, Wally?
Then it goes, yeah, 3 and 1. Yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, my oldest is turning 3 in October, and my youngest will be 2 in April. So they're right there next to each other. Good old COVID babies.
That's a wonderful, wonderful
That's a
age.
good
They're little
difference.
sponges, and they want to get every
Yep.
piece of information there is in the world.
Oh yeah, Freya loves the isopod room. It's her favorite room.
Oh, look
That's
at that.
cool.
Is that the...
Oh, look at that stingray. Yeah,
Oh,
that is gorgeous.
it is.
That's so cool. Now I want a stingray.
It's got a huge...
I'm gonna have to prepare for that in my new house.
See, that's almost an animal you want in a bin or a big tub like that, because...
Oh yeah, I'd do it big.
There she
Yeah.
goes eating. She's eating from my hand right now.
Oh yeah,
Oh. No way. That's cool.
a big old 125 curved front would look dope with the stingray in it.
Oh, Kim's watching.
Yeah. She's gonna go on a 150.
150.
Yeah.
Mama Spider-Verse, Kim is watching. She's like family too. She
Yeah.
just
So I had
invites you
my-
right into her house.
I had my eldest bearded dragon in a 125 bioactive, and he lived to be like 16 years old. He loved it.
Man. So Kyle got to teach me about a lot of things internally, but the biggest thing as far as isopods and stuff is watching you grow in the hobby. I think I was around, I think Iso Buddies was one of the first groups that you joined.
Oh yeah,
Because I
right in the
remember you
beginning.
getting into chats when you were just a baby isopod keeper.
Yep.
And I had been doing it like 3 months, so I was totally. But you have so surpassed me in knowledge and acumen, and maybe not in Latin, but every way that matters. Like the species you keep, and you keep them successfully, and you're doing really, really well. And now you're making your own substrate that's hugely popular. If you haven't tried Kyle's substrate, it is top notch by all accounts. So
Thank you.
Check it out if you're in the market for substrate. Give my man an email, Isopods Anonymous. I keep getting distracted watching this stingray.
Stingray is beautiful.
Just watching you come up from just a guy who showed up in our little old chat rooms we used to do, to being, running your own business as your permanent gig, like, has been just a treat to watch. So
I really appreciate that.
It's just been great. So and to see like young guys overcome hurdles, and you particularly, I think, benefited from my mental health episodes too, which meant a lot to me.
Oh yeah,
that it actually helped somebody. So those were really important to me. They're not in my top 5, but they're really important. I think if you haven't watched those episodes, they're for everyone. Even everybody here is crazy. So go watch the mental health episodes.
We're all mentally insane at the end of the day.
Yeah, a little bit. Everyone is somebody's crazy. So
I feel like anyone who has kids, at least.
Oh yeah. And the people that give you advice on how to raise kids that don't have kids.
Those are
taste
the
back
best.
of the hand. But yeah, so I'm going to move on to Russ. Russ is our number 4 guest here, so we'll bring into Russ. So number 3 guest, I guess. Russ, I just want to thank you for all the support and everything that over the year and a half, I guess it's been. Since you came on, I was so excited to have you on. In the first place, to have you accept the invitation to come on back when we had Claire. And it was just great. It just meant so much to me to have someone with as big a presence in the hobby as you. And I blame you for being the guy like me who's into 5,000 different animals and not just isopods. Every time I watch your channel, I'm like, I got to get that now. I got to get that now. And then my wife is like, no, stop looking at Russ's videos. Now I want the tailless whip scorpion. I showed her a tailless whip scorpion at the zoo, and she's like, as soon as we're divorced, you can have one of those. We're not getting divorced.
It was the pseudo scorpions for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, I want them.
I want them so bad.
Did you see the video where the guy drew around them with a Sharpie and they wouldn't go over it?
Yep. A pin, yeah, it was a pin, an ink pin.
Yeah, it looked like a Sharpie. It looked like a marker. Oh, there's a tarantula.
Ooh.
Rick, as usual, is in charge of all the video of the animals. He's been my cameraman, my co-host. But yeah, Russ has been always eager to share videos. Recently, for those of you that don't know that aren't on my Patreon, Russ invited me to Utah to go do some filming with him, and we're currently saving for that. You may know. We're currently saving for that trip. It's going to be hopefully in May or June. Oh, hey! Save that for the Halloween episode, Rick. It's terrifying. Terrifying.
Oh, I love centipedes.
I told him I want to come over and hold one, and he's like, I've never held one. No.
I will play with venomous snakes before I touch one of those.
Oh, they're so creepy. But yeah, Russ, that meant so much to me, because that was like your idea. I would have never thought to ask to come visit in Utah. Well, I would have, but I would never have said it out loud. And you were like, you should come out to Utah. And I was just like, yes, 100%. Absolutely, we should. Because you're the only person here that I haven't met in person. So,
yeah, you got to come out, and we're going to do all kinds of fun stuff when you get out here.
Oh, there's so much cool stuff in Salt Lake City, guys. You should check it out. So, and Russ is just outside of Salt Lake City, right? Like 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Half an hour, something like that. It's so weird asking people for their like address so you can plan something out on the internet, like your internet friends. Because Russ is like, I'm near this. And there was like a pin on the map, and I went, oh, right. You only know me from online. Gotta
make sure you're not a creeper, man.
Yeah, and I have a big mouth. That was very smart, Russ. That was very smart. I have a big old mouth. So that's good. Even Wally's like, I don't give tours of the the reptile room because I was like, Wally's close enough. I can go do a live stream, and he was like, no, probably not.
You know, I've done that with 2 people, and it was a really weird experience. Just had them come in, see everything. It's weird having someone in your house.
It is. It can be.
Right?
Wally, this is for you, buddy.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Is that a gargoyle?
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah, see,
color.
Wally's been making me want to get geckos now with all these cool little micro geckos.
Man,
I want some so bad.
So that's going to bring us around to Wally. And there's so much more that I love having you guys on. And like I said, you guys are all officially like real life friends now. But Wally and Nanette, I'll start with Nanette, Wally. I'll save you for last. So Nanette.
Always last.
Best for last.
Wally, I'm sorry. The
best for last, Wally. It's the best for last,
eat,
Wally.
Eat your pie and wait your turn.
Yes. Permission.
There you go.
I've been eating mine.
Nanette has been, for those of you that haven't met Nanette at the shows, so I met Nanette behind the table, like she was behind the table selling with Wally, and I've met her at NARBC walking around. Both times, Nanette was super, like she took care of me, immediately took me under her wing because Wally's a busy guy. He's busy chatting with people. He's busy educating. He's busy working deals on geckos. Yep, that's exactly it. And you get like, seeing Wally at NARBC, his eyes lock on something and he is gone. He's no longer with you. He no longer cares about you. He's going to check out that lizard. And then that was just there. She almost had her arm in my arm. It was the most amazing. Like she just would sit there and
Hey, wait a minute.
talk and look at stuff. Yeah, Wally, she's my special, aunt. I guess it would be aunt even. You're not even that old, like older sister. So, that's what I love about Nanette and having her on the show. She just is always Nanette. Like there's no sugarcoating. There's no nothing. It's just that's what you get, and I love that quality in a person. Ophi, is it bedtime?
It is, guys.
Oh,
You look very cuddly. Leave your phone on an animal. Leave your phone on an animal while you put her to bed.
Yeah,
Or are you out?
No,
Are
I'll be
you
back.
out? Okay.
I'll be
All
back.
right. Cool.
All right, buddy.
Good
All
night.
I'll keep an eye on the
Night,
green room for
Ophi.
you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for coming.
She said I'll get to stay up past bedtime tonight. Yeah.
I told Rick, I was like, she's staying up late. I'm sorry, man. My daughter wanted to be down here so bad because I let it slip that Ophi was going to be on the show. And I was
Aww.
like, sorry, we haven't seen them for so long. Her and Ophi are like little besties. It's so fun to watch. So Nanette, so thank you for always looking out for me. And it's not even like you did it on purpose. I just think that's who you are. So
Thank
you.
Thank you.
And watching Wally and Nanette together is a real treat. Like they are literally like marriage
lamb and tuna
inspiration.
fish.
Like lamb and tuna fish. No, maybe not.
Write that one down.
Yeah, right.
I've heard this go well together.
That sounds good.
You heard wrong. You heard wrong, dude.
Big Daddy did not tell me wrong.
Yeah, that's like salmon
Lamb,
and
tuna
cheese.
fish, and silk.
Yes, like salmon
I'd
and
eat it.
cheese. Milk does body good.
Is that a milk plug? You should email them. That's a milk plug right there.
Fair life. I'm gonna have just 1 week, just logos back here: Pepsi, A&W, Aquarimax. Looking for that dough. Getting that cheddar. Nice.
Got the Halloween Mountain Dews.
Okay. Which brings us to Wally. Last but not least. Those of you that don't know, Wally started this show, essentially. Wally's the reason there is a show. So, besides me, he literally, pushed me, gave me the drive to do it. He pushed me into thumbnails. So we'll raise. Kyle, can you pull your mic away a little bit?
There you go.
It's sensitive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. I can hear like every half breath.
That's hilarious.
I was like, I don't know that anyone can hear me. I appreciate it. Thanks, dude.
It's my gaming headset.
Yeah,
You should have said something way longer ago.
I didn't notice it till now, till you're trying to keep quiet. But yeah, while supporting ready to back me up. Always there with advice, like whether it's for the show, it's for isopods, it's for my gecko who hates me. It's for
Whether
personal,
you want it or not.
That's true. He keeps trying to push these damn spreadsheets on me, and I won't do it. He's like, "You need a spreadsheet," and I'm like, "No, I won't. I'll have 100 journals before I have a spreadsheet." So, and if you guys didn't see it before the episode, but you got to see Nanette. What Kyle said, he does handwritten journals instead of a spreadsheet. She went. It looked a little like Spanky. Yeah, she could not believe it. Is that Grady? I think that's Grady that just showed up.
How can I heckle if I can't hear?
I'm pretty sure that's Grady. I thought he would just come on to bug me about my hair. So yeah, well, I can't thank you enough. Like this, you know, I'm not. If you guys want to blame someone for the show, blame Wally. For some of the racier episodes, that wasn't Wally's fault, right? The racier episodes weren't Wally's fault, but yeah, he tried to talk me out of them actually, but no, can't happen. We're gonna do some honorable mentions later because there are so many other people that mean so much to the show that I just can't get through it. And not to, I'm not trying to like put one person above any others, but I will say that hands down, like Wally supported the show personally more than, and me personally, more than most people in my life, let alone this show. So that's not even a joke. Well, that's not even a joke. So, yeah, if anybody saw that recent post that I put on Facebook about like the little moments in your life that you need to watch out for that can change and pivot, that was Wally. Wally inspired that last week. So I'm not going to get
for the good or bad.
It was good, Wally. We talked about this. I got super emotional. I sent Wally all these emotional texts, and I know he was like, I don't know what to do with this. Nanette, what do I do? How do I react to this? Man feelings.
So I want to share something with you. Saying there's three things that are very difficult, and I'm going to be a little bit on the side here, but there's three things that are difficult for men to say. One is I love you. Two is thank you. So I can appreciate how hard it is to say thank you.
I'm like 40% woman, so it's not that hard.
I'm waiting. Just go.
The third is Worcestershire sauce.
W sauce. We just call it W sauce, Wally. It's much easier.
That's all
W
I call
sauce.
it is W sauce.
W sauce.
The third is Worcestershire sauce.
Worcestershire.
I thought the third was let me make you a sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
See, Nanette knows that sandwich is never getting past Wally.
No.
Or me.
You have more pie?
No.
I have plenty of pie. Any other slice?
He's got pie over there. He can send you some.
I've got some more in the fridge if you want.
I don't know that I can make it through.
You can have the other half of mine.
I'm gonna have to make a Texas sheet cake or something after this. Now you guys are making me hungry.
It's just so awkward eating this pie while I'm trying to talk to you guys. I'm like, yeah, let me run this
Russ,
episode.
I think you need to make another T-shirt. There's plenty of room for more words here on my shirt.
That's true.
Yeah, I could put lots and lots of more space.
More isopods, more words, anything you want. Yeah, put it all there.
The isopod apron.
Shirts are expensive, Wally.
Isopod apron. I like the idea of an isopod apron. You make a joke about
an apron.
Yeah, there you go.
A lot of my jokes are good ideas. You'll find.
I need to get an embroidered hat.
Go back and watch 200 hours of my show, and you'll see. I have a lot of good ideas. No, don't do it. I've been doing it, and it's not worth it whatsoever. The replay value is low.
I don't know. I get a kick out of the replays. That's usually how I end up being able to join in, and I enjoy it. And I laugh out loud at every single time, multiple times.
That was one of my proudest moments, is calling you the Bob Ross of Isopods and then bringing you on immediately after.
Isopods.
I hadn't seen you crack up until that point, and I was like, that was the only time I ever rammed a guest on the show. Like, you're coming now. You are getting on the show right this second. It felt good. And the fact that Russ
meeting Wally at Tinley.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What was that?
Russ also thinks the best Jedi is Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's how we became bros.
That's
That's
true.
clinched it for me. That says a lot about a person, their favorite Force user. So, Kyle, who's yours? Darth Maul.
Mine, Yoda. No, Yoda is probably going to be my favorite.
Yoda. I would not have pegged you for a Yoda guy. You're a
Wise
Sith
and
Lord.
wise and introverted would be the best for me.
Okay. All right. Living in a swamp. I get it.
I mean, I live in
Wally?
Illinois. What?
3 months out of the year is an air swamp. Wally, who's your favorite Jedi? Let's release this information.
Is that Star Trek? Jedi?
Oh my god! How do I take him out of the show? Where's that button?
Oh, Scott's here. Obi-Wan.
Obi-Wan. Yes, that's 3 for 3. Rick is going to say somebody, the Mandalorian, is his favorite Jedi. Oh, Scott showed up for a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Scott was supposed to be here, but he's here. Luke, I am your father. Luke, I am your father is one of the people here. So clearly, Darth Vader. I don't know who that is. We need an isopod calendar.
Well, and you brought. I just want to say you brought it up. Darth Maul's story is beautiful. I just want to throw that out there. He has a really deep backstory, so don't put him down. He is probably my second favorite.
All I'm saying is Obi-Wan stomped him in 2 swipes.
Was because he was brute force. He didn't think. If he would have just stopped and think, it'd have been better.
Then I can.
He was still alive. He just lost his legs. He came back with those bionic legs.
That sounds like a Monty Python skit.
I'm not dead. I was just watching that when they got to the bridge keeper. The first one went so easily.
Come back, I'll bite your knees off.
Do you see how Kyle doesn't?
Well, first of all, I do know what Monty Python is.
Merely a flesh wound.
'Tis but a flesh wound. I cut your arm off. No, I said it when they get to the bridge.
Right?
The bridge keeper lets the first one through just with his name and what his quest was. Everyone else had a hard third question. This is one of my favorite scenes, or the death rabbit. The death rabbit's pretty great.
Right.
I'm not that
What?
young. I'm young, but I'm not that young. Are we losing Josh? Yeah, I think we're losing Josh. Frozen in time. Who would have known that he'd be? It's because he put his name as Juggalone. It's his own fault. Poisoned us all.
Too many Monty Python quotes. Too much bandwidth. Damaged the internet.
I meant to tell him I liked his background. It reminds me of old, like when they get down into old Greg's cave.
I've been looking at the background, and it's a very interesting, visually interesting background. But
I like it. I like that. That's my favorite color of green, right there in between the turquoise and green.
Yeah, it's cool.
I've always liked. Oh, he's
gone.
I don't know how this works. We're in control now.
Yeah, he's the boss.
Oh, he's in trouble.
Well, we can just put Wally. Well, he said Josh said Wally was the reason for the show, so take it over, Wally.
Yeah, Wally, no, let's talk about Monty.
Did you delete him?
I did. You will sign off.
See, yeah, we started talking about the Force. Super funny.
Autopilot. Yeah. Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. He's back.
Oh my gosh. That we were gonna go have Coco.
We were concerned for your frozen state.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was like, of course it happens. It hasn't happened in like a year, and of course it happens tonight. I also forgot to give credit when credit is due. Russ came up with unintentionally the Jaglone, which is our entire audience is like Jaglones. So What is it again, Russ? What is Jaglone actually?
It is a toxic substance secreted by walnut trees, among other plants, but most well known for its toxic nature from walnut. Yeah.
And that's what I made my ant farm out of. It's black walnut. So,
Were they dead dried leaves, Josh?
what?
Were they dead dry leaves, or did you use fresh?
Oh, it's
For
wood,
Jaglone?
right?
It's the
Oh,
wood.
wood.
It's the wood. Yeah.
So I
can't make an
tested
ant
out
nest out of leaves.
some black walnut leaves with some dairy cows, and they seemed to be doing just fine, but they were completely dead leaves. So I did end up testing that just to check.
Yeah,
Okay.
my understanding is that a lot of isopods will they can mitigate the toxicity of a lot of leaves by just waiting until they're totally dry and then start decomposing. That seems to do it.
Interesting. Very good. Yeah, I wanted to test. Ever since you said that, I wanted to test it because I have an abundance of a walnut and black walnut out here.
Mm-hmm.
First
We
comment
have
of the night.
We have one walnut tree in the neighborhood. It's across the street. The squirrels go up in it, come down, cross the street, and bury the walnuts in our yard.
So you'll have a walnut tree
in the front yard.
You should have walnut trees soon then.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Along with
No,
that,
no flowers.
that icky tree next door, whatever that fig thing is.
The icky tree.
It has
The
the
icky
biggest,
figs.
longest black pod type.
Oh, is it like a black locust?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is that what it is? It's obnoxious. It's all over the yard all the time.
It has
They
massive
smell-
leaves, right? Like
They
huge.
smell bad
Real
too.
Real long.
It's real long.
Okay.
It looks like a pea pod, but it's real long and it's black.
We used to call them
Weird.
bacon trees when we were kids. But those pods smell bad when they start decomposing.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, and there's like 4,000 of them in your yard at one time. That never fails. It's right after the first snow that tree drops, so it's all over. It's bad. And it's
that's
not
even-
our
you can't
tree.
even save that. You can't even
It's not
rake up
even our
those
tree.
for your isopods.
No.
No, gosh, no.
No good. Yeah, so we had Jaglones. We've got a lot of origin stories here tonight. This is good for the channel.
Do you guys have the black squirrels up there?
We see them occasionally, not that often.
So
we see
The
reds.
town I live in is exclusively the black squirrels. I really like it.
Really?
Wow.
You rarely see a gray or a red squirrel. They're super cool. I love them.
Oh, high incidence of melanism in your squirrels. That's awesome.
Yeah. In
Yeah.
Mahomet, Illinois, yeah, there's a nature preserve here. So yeah, it's and you can tell it's a dominant trait.
That is cool.
That's cool if they don't have any more. What else are we going to get through? I wanted to talk about my co-hosts over the last year and a half. We had Claire briefly. Well, not so briefly. A couple months. Then we had Nat Rivera stepped in briefly. She's got a lot going on. Then, well, actually, before Nat, I didn't realize this going over all my footage. My second co-host was Wally.
What?
Yep.
Who?
Couple episodes. Wally had 2 or 3 episodes he stood in for.
Oh,
Guest starred, like dual guests. Then Rick. Rick isn't here, but Rick has been my co-host at live streams when we went to a location. And my cameraman, because my camera work on those location shots was awful. And then Cheyenne Boots has been there too. Russ is putting stuff in there. Good.
The show with Rick, though, was really, really cool. You need to do more of those. You really do.
I really want to. There's not that many. There are a couple more of the pet shops. The guy who actually runs NARBC owns Chicago Reptile House, and there's one in Orland. So we want to hit that one up. So
Should
Brian,
come down and. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Brian has been. I've known Brian for decades, essentially, because that was the one-stop shop for.
Oh, what a losing you.
That was
Scotty to bridge. I don't think we can take much more of this.
That's Star Trek.
Yes.
Hi, Captain. I'm giving her all she's got. More power, Josh. Or I should do it. More power, Josh.
Yeah, there you go.
We got like.
Oh, Josh.
Is there two of them now?
There's two of me?
There's two of you.
One of
Oh.
you's frozen. One of them's not. Oh, now just one.
I'll get rid of frozen me. And I see another one of me.
You're
I
bad.
hit reload. So I must have, that would have been funny, actually, keep frozen me in. It just looked like it looks like a white screen. Oh, now I'm gone. Okay, my ghost me is gone.
Okay.
What was I talking about?
Who knows?
You guys didn't hear me swearing when it froze up again, did you? Because,
Nope.
okay.
Good.
I
You're
was on a
good.
blue tear. I was
We
like,
missed that.
yeah.
You're in the clear.
Oh,
Maybe-
going to pet shops.
There you go.
Yes, there really aren't a whole. There's more now. There's one across the border in Indiana. I'd like to go to Noah's Ark. They're really cool. They've got like a coral, like a tide pool thing. They've got a lot of live plants. I've got ants on my leg. Can't handle that.
I can't have ants.
I don't know where they're coming from today. They must be falling off of this thing. I haven't had any escapes in a long time.
Hey, Josh,
Yeah.
before you take another bite of your pie, see if there's a lot of sprinkles on the top.
I ate two of the sprinkles.
Were they wiggling?
I ate the whole slice. Now I'm into this guy. So now I'm into this business here. So there's no sprinkles on this, but you're right. I'm due. Hold on a second.
Chug.
Chug the pie?
Yeah.
That would be a little wild.
Don't
I don't know
dare
if I
him
can do
to
that.
do this stuff because he doesn't.
I do it. I'm impressionable. So woo for impressionism. Impressionability? I don't know. I can't wait to give these to my daughter tomorrow. She's gonna flip out. Yeah, so we've had a lot of good times. Let's get into my other top 5. So having Ophion is like one of the biggest things ever. Having a 9-year-old. Our other young honorable mention is Tyler from Isopod Freak. Tyler knows his stuff.
Yes, he
his
does.
stuff. Holy cow. It's shocking to me. Yeah, you know Tyler from the shows. He knows everyone in Illinois from doing the shows. So he's going to be running this whole hobby area in probably 10 years tops. What's the next one? The next one of my favorites was when we had the live leaf cutters. I don't know if you guys saw that episode where we had a bin of live leaf cutter ants, a colony that was taking down a bin of leaves. And by the end of the episode, they had destroyed it. There was basically stems left. That was so crazy to see how fast they just decimated that many leaves.
I'm shocked that more people aren't watching that because that was an unbelievable show. It really was. It just kept the suspense, it just kept your interest the whole show. It really did.
Yeah,
Good job.
you just watch them go by with these giant pieces of leaf. You just watch this train of leaves going by. Thanks, Wally. That one I was really excited. Cheeto, I don't remember his actual first name. Cheeto didn't want to put it up for the whole show, and I was like, "Oh, you're going to, you are going to." So I'm sorry. Go get your mom's phone. Do what you have to do, but you're doing this, and it was totally worth it because once I saw his setup, it's across his whole room. So, and he's had escapes of those ants, and those ants will bite the crap out of you. Like their bite is awful because they're like as bigger than the end of your thumb. The soldiers are huge. So they'll open you right up. So that was a great episode. Thanks, Wally. It was so much fun to watch that too. I kept getting distracted as usual, but I kept getting distracted by the bugs that time. Another favorite moment for me was Lars Meyer. Well, it's a double, I guess. Lars Meyer and Philippe Repta, like when we went super international. I know we've had Canadian guests on like Biggs and Scott, but going across the ocean for guests was really a lot of like that meant a lot to me. I know we didn't have a lot of live viewers that time because it was like midnight or 2 a.m. or something. It was pretty crazy, but to have that audience and to have people in my circle international for real, like intercontinental was crazy. I will say one of my favorites that I learned the most from was Joe Wilson. So having Joe on with the bees, I've been crazy about native bees since then. So yeah, that was great. Like having Joe on, let alone like teasing Joe in the beginning and bringing you on first. That was a great comedic moment. To see his face in the green room was unreal. He had no idea Russ was here. Literally, as soon as he agreed to come on, I messaged Russ. I'm like, "Hey, guess what you're going to do?" Russ is immediately down for hijinks. You wouldn't think it watching his show and watching him. He is mischievous. Russ, you are mischievous.
I have to agree. I don't show it always
No.
on my YouTube videos, but you ask anybody in my family and they will tell you.
See, it doesn't show. Yes, troublemaker.
Yeah.
You would never know it. You would never know it. That is not a Bob Ross. That's not a Bob Ross-esque quality. Quality is the word I'm looking for. My last top 5 is...
Hey, Josh.
What?
Can I just real quick,
Oh, yeah.
You've got a comment here. Can I just read one off?
Yeah.
DEA Exotics, Andrew, just popping in to say hi
God.
and show support for 100. Congrats.
Andrew, that means you're doing okay.
Yeah, it's good to see you're out there.
Andrew, I tried to message you the other day. I tried to message Andrew, and his wife said she was going to give us an update, and she did not. So I was going to message him later, actually, to see how he was doing. I didn't want to intrude. Glad to see you're able to do the internet today, Andrew. That's good. That's good. I was actually kind of worried that something dire had happened, so I'm glad that it's not that dire. Hope you're feeling better, buddy. Thanks for pointing that out, Wally. I didn't see that Andrew had come on. Andrew was one of the best guests we had on the show too. Like he's got his own thing, and I was supposed to do his show, and then it never really happened. But his knowledge of leopard geckos is just beyond. So the last top 5, and honestly, I think it's my favorite moment, was the Podsgiving episode where we gave our isopods the little trays of Thanksgiving food to see what they would go for. And that was kind of a failure. That experiment was a little bit of a failure. You don't remember that, Wally?
Yeah, I do. I didn't think it was a failure. I thought Russ's really took to the foods that he was giving. Mine were okay. I thought yours did too. I thought yours ate quite a bit.
We need to watch it again.
I haven't.
But I'm pretty sure I saw some of them really chowing down.
Yeah. I thought so.
I don't know if Josh agrees or if he just has that quizzical.
Frozen. Or if he's frozen.
Like, what? What are you guys talking
he's freezing.
about?
He's freezing again.
My boy went.
Josh, we've got some audio, but your face is frozen.
Oh my God! Not the night to freeze.
Oh, now we see you.
Am I back for a second? I'm probably going to kick out again.
It's pixely, but you're here.
Okay. Crying out loud. It keeps I can watch my bars jumping around on StreamYard. Okay, now it should be okay for a minute. It was fun. It was fun. And to have the Podsgiving, I want to do something like that again this year because Thanksgiving is my all-time favorite holiday. I'm trying to get a Halloween episode to be able to go to Rick's again. What's that?
The thumbnail for that was awesome too.
What was that, Russ?
Love the thumbnail.
Yeah, that was a fun one to draw. Thank you. I want to get it touched up now that I know how to do some of that stuff in the computer. I think Canva will help me kind of touch that up a little bit, sharpen it.
The way you drink that milk
pie is getting me.
is unfathomable. I
want to just like.
It's so bad.
It's whole It's whole milk.
When my kids ask for milk, I just like, ugh. I only cook with milk. Not even cereal anymore.
I agree. Yuck.
And then sitting there warm for the last hour, that's even worse.
Yes, my kids love warm milk. It's horrible.
This is borderline warm now. It's not my favorite. But filled with chocolate pie. It's great.
No.
Yeah, so those were basically some of my amazing moments. I wanted to point out to our Council of Joshes as well. There are an inordinate number of Joshes in the hobby. So it's me, Josh Schnorr from from Art of Darts, and my business ambassador or my brand ambassador guy for, I keep wanting to say jaglone.com, and that's not it. It's Jabberworks.com. My mouth kept saying Jaglone. I'll get him. He'll change it to Jaglone. Josh from Exotic Empire is our other Josh, who I'm going to visit him actually eventually. Josh Kane. We all know Josh Kane. And Josh Crestonet, the one little ant guy, the little like 16-year-old ant guy that we have on. Those are the Council of Joshes. That's the ones that I've had on the show. And it's weird that there's that many. I've had one Kyle, one Russ, one Wally, one Nanette, one Rick, 5 Joshes. It's weird. It's weird to me. I knew no Joshes growing up, and now they're everywhere. What are we doing here? We're doing links. Oh, Dakota Aquatics. Yeah, good stuff. What do you guys have any favorite moments from, maybe not even from your episodes?
So many.
If I could jump in, I think when you ate the isopod food, that was my favorite.
That was a good one.
That was legit. I want everybody to know that was legit. I ate isopod chow. Like,
you're
crazy. Why?
Yeah. I want to party with you. You're crazy.
I did laugh a lot on that one. That was a good one.
It was like eating if you took stale crackers and powdered them up. That's what it was.
Terrible. Horrible.
That's all it was. It was not a big deal. It was just so dry. I should have tried to whistle afterwards. But
cinnamon challenge with isopod food. Terrible.
Yeah. So then, Wally and I had our like April Fool's Day one or whatever, where we didn't have isopod chow in there. I still have a bag of brown sugar down here somewhere in the isopod chow bag. Oh, we got some fish. We got some fish coming on.
Oh,
there we go.
Cheers.
Rick, give us that side view.
Yeah, see, Josh, side note, I was going to tell you, pet store-wise, you should come check out Sailfin here in Champaign. It's an exotic pet store, but they specialize in fish. They have rows and rows of saltwater tanks.
I love that stuff.
They carry my product and everything too. I've been shopping at that pet store since I was like 10 years old. It's where I got my first bearded dragon from. So me and the owner are real cool.
Nice plug. Nice.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I like him. If you're in Central Illinois, at least. People drive hours and hours away to come to the store. It's crazy.
All right, I'll check it out. Rick, welcome back. I don't know if he can hear us or he just set us up with the fish. Either way, I'll take it. Those are some great looking Oscars.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we've had so many wild guests. Like I've been blown away by the eagerness, or I would say eagerness of the people that I've asked to come on, and the people that are reserved about it. I always try to be like, oh, go watch this episode with Ophi. And if you can't be less shy than a 9-year-old or 8-year-old, then I won't have you on. But if you think you can manage that level of bravery, come on the show. Did I freeze?
No,
you're good.
No, you're good.
I keep yawning though. My kids wore me out today.
Okay.
I got to say, another favorite moment was when I was not even on the show. I was just live chatting, and somebody was talking about whatever it was. I brought up Juglone, and you turned it from this walnut toxin into the name for your peeps on Patreon. Just like that. Awesome.
Pretty sure it was during my interview, actually. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was during one of mine.
I think it was.
Yeah, because I remember dying laughing. Josh just took it and rode with it.
Yep, and I was dying too. I was on the chat. That was good.
Every time I see you post a Latin word now, Russ, because you give it up to Latin and not Italian. Well, Italian is kind of your background, and then it's Latin. I always hear that like cartoon Italian voice saying the word like way too loud, like "Borake." And it's so Jaglone hit my brain, and then it just swims right out of my mouth. That's kind of how my brain works.
It makes you do this, you know.
Yeah,
like
and you're like, hey, I did both. I think I got to get back and get that clip, but I remember being super excited. You can see it in my face. Like as soon as you typed the word, I was like, this is happening. This is real. And then within a minute, I decided it was our fan base. We're going to be Jaglones.
Yeah.
And everybody knows they are. They're proud of it. I have to get some t-shirts made. I think that would make a good t-shirt. If you're in the audience, who would buy a Jaglone t-shirt?
I would have to. I don't think
I would have to know, yeah.
I think we would just send you one.
Just big, bold letters on the chest.
Yes, but it has to be in the font of The Sopranos.
Yes.
Now you have to do this, Josh.
Like that level Italian?
Yep.
And you make a little isopod dressed up, it'd be perfect. Yeah.
I'll figure it out. I'm going to work with Josh Schnorr and see what we can do with that.
That's
I was
cool.
just going to airbrush in cursive. I thought it'd be funny in cursive, like spray paint it.
Oh, you can get them screen printed if you want to.
Yeah.
And then print the definition on the back. Both definitions.
Yes.
Both definitions.
Sorry for the motorcycle passing.
The chemical substance, the phytochemical, and then the fan base of Iso Buddies. It'd be perfect.
See also.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, Iso Buddies on YouTube.
I think it would be awesome.
That would be good. That'll kick us off. That'll help pay for Utah.
Did you see Green Jedi Monkey's comment?
Probably not. It's not just a toxic chemical. It's a subculture. I got to put that up here. I will say he's one of our funniest viewers. I will say he keeps me... His comments, he's always trying to get me to eat stuff. He's that guy at your table in 3rd grade. And sadly, I'm the guy now that would eat it. I was never that guy in school, and now I'm the guy. Like, mashed potatoes, chocolate milk, and peas, I'm down. If it gets me 1 viewer, I'm down. Oh, yuck. Free advertising for sure. Yeah, I know, but no one will know. I don't know that the t-shirts will get many viewers, but it'd be fun to have them out there. That's okay. I'm done chasing viewers. We'll get them. They'll come.
That's right.
If you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Now that I got thumbnails, we're going to go. I've been working on thumbnails for all the past episodes to put actual ones up there. So we'll see if that works. To help bring people to the old episodes, because there's a lot of value there.
Ooh.
Isopods versus ants, who wins?
Yeah.
Aftec, ants win. Ants win versus isopods. Sorry. But they generally leave them alone. They generally leave isopods alone. In my experience. But I will say I don't have many left in my giants culture. So they've been a big part of the show too. Let's give Sheila a round of applause. Like, she's been a big part of the show. Yeah, I named all of my cultures after all my ant cultures after one. They're one organism, right? So one name.
Super organisms. It's Super Sheila, right?
Yep. Josh versus ants is ants. The ants win. I don't bother them anymore. I'll have to post a video of how upset they get now. They're super aggressive for some reason.
Do you have popping?
Yeah, but there's like 3,000 of them popping now, so it's loud. Like you can hear it a lot. Yeah,
we gotta hear that on a video. We gotta see that and hear it.
I'm gonna see. Well, I'll get a video of it. I was trying to see like what do I have to get out of my lap to get the camera and the mic over there. It's gonna be too much. I have a pie, a keyboard, some more confetti, notes, rare notes. Yeah. I loved the Jaclone thing. That was one of my favorite things of all time because it was so organic and so like out of nowhere. And there was no intention behind it at all. It just happened. It just happened. Am I back on the first page? I am.
And then it created a science project. It was even better.
Right? Well, yeah, it kind of did. And it worked, I guess.
I always feel bad testing out new things on like dairy cows or prognosis, but I just feel like it's for science.
Right?
And if
Beetle Guy wants to know.
No one can.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell the Beetle Guy is new here with a question like this. Come on, Beetle Guy. You know better. You know better than us. It's like your 5th episode. You know that there's no time limit. It's from 8:30 to question mark because that's how I roll. They usually go till 8. Oh,
We're not done until right about here.
What are you drinking, Wally?
Cocoa? What's in here?
Coffee.
Oh, just coffee.
Have you not been drinking?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, wait, have you? Do you not know what you're drinking?
Yeah, really?
Sometimes she puts other stuff in there to keep me awake.
No.
To get him to go to sleep. To get him to go to sleep.
I do.
Maybe that's it.
Melatonin
And she's
coffee.
like, oh, it's peace. There's like gummies. There's melted gummies.
It ain't over till it's over.
Right. That's how we roll.
That's right.
What was I going to say? There was something. I don't remember. I keep doing this. I keep these crazy things. I can't keep a train of thought.
You need a spreadsheet.
Full circle. I love it. See you in a bit. Okay, people are coming and going. Tonight's not a good night somehow. I don't know. Everybody usually stays the entire time. It does happen. Of course, it happens the 100th episode or the 100th, episode. We'll say that. So I've had so much fun doing this. I met so many great people. I still feel awful that I didn't know who Ben Quintanas was until he was in the green room and basically told me who he was. And I was like, what? Because he's the only one. Yeah, he's the only one that...
to his table at Tinley.
I blew him off. Because his table had no... it was a piece of, like...
Paper, computer paper. Yep.
With isopod.com on it. And I was like, who's this guy? And then I was like, isopod.com. Wow, okay. And then I really liked his setup. It was so simple and just good. It was very easy to see and get at everything. But I was like, I don't know. I was in my own head at the time. There's so much to take in at NARBC that really I just was like, oh, he's got a piece of paper. Like, I hope he's not watching this. I think I told him that live, but I blew him off, and I won't be doing that this time when I go. I'll be hunting him down.
Tanner and Daphne are in the chat.
Oh, hey!
I don't know how you guys are seeing the chat.
It's hard to see on your phone. If you're on your phone,
if you have StreamYard up, you're probably looking at private chat. There's another tab over there. Hit the comment.
Saw it.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. I just figured. Yeah, as soon as you said it, I was like, I probably should add a private chat.
I do that too. Josh, you need some more coffee.
Yeah, just pour it into your computer processor, I think.
Go next door to Starbucks and tell everyone to get off the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
At least we have the relaxing fish.
Yes.
Now we can get our moment of zen there. That is a cool tank. I love that.
I do like that.
Nice tank busters in there.
I want to get a mantis shrimp so bad for that reason.
Oh, I love mantis shrimp. I got to feed one at a facility not too far from here by hand. It was the coolest thing ever. I was
that would be really cool.
Yeah.
You don't mean with tongs like you?
I did it actually by hand, and it was a little scary, but it was cool. Not all of them are capable of shattering your fingers into tiny bits, but I mean it could have messed me up a little bit. But it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah, the thumb splitter. They call them the thumb splitter shrimp, right?
Yeah, I've heard that.
Tank cracker, bone breakers.
Yep. There are different types. There's some with more the hammer style.
I've seen the praying mantis style ones too.
This one was more of a praying mantis style, but still, it was impressive. And
that'd be one.
I got it on film. I have a video of it feeding a mantis shrimp all at the same time. It was cool.
Wow, that's cool. Did you post that video yet?
It's old. It's like 3 years old or something. So.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a deep dive on your channel.
Yeah.
That's scrolling for a while. 3 years ago.
But it was fun.
That's really cool.
That's wild. My aquarium trips where I've tried to touch things was kind of legal, I guess, kind of in the rules, but
Kind of.
yeah, there was a tank at the Shed Aquarium. They have this new, well, it's newish, this coral reef area where the tanks are amazing, and they have some open ones that are like a mangrove, and they're about this tall. They're like 4.5 feet tall. Can you hear me? Pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they had like a juvenile lemon shark in there, probably like 4 feet long. And as I'm walking up to the tank, I'm like 10 feet away. It's coming up to the top of the tank, like right there, right in the front of the tank. And I had to take 2 steps to touch it. And it crested the water as I would have hit it, like touched it. And my wife and my friend literally grabbed me to pull me back because I didn't even see. I was so focused. There was no one in front of me, but there was a security guard literally like right here, eyeballing me. And I was like, I looked at him and the shark was still there. And I was like, would I get kicked out for this? He's like, I don't know, man. And I was like, that's not enough for me to not get kicked out. But it was like $40 a person to get in. And I was like, I can't make everybody get kicked out for me. And then we were at one that had like a wading pool full of baby sharks, like this big, where you could reach in and pet them if they came by. But of course, they keep like 5 feet away, right? So it's the middle of winter. It's Indianapolis. And I gave my wife my coat and everything on me, basically. But I had my shirt untucked. And I walked out on my hands. So my legs were on the lip of this thing. And I'm walking out on my hands to pet these sharks. And my whole shirt is hanging in the water, and I don't know until I get up, and I'm just soaked. So yeah, then I had to go outside.
Dedication.
Yeah, but I touched that damn shark.
For some reason, I can picture you as Peter Griffin sitting in this tank with the net.
I'm gonna get me a shark.
I'm gonna get me a shark.
My MO is to touch whatever animal is possible at any facility, whether it's supposed to be there or not. It might not be there for you to touch it. So yeah, I get yelled at a lot at the zoos.
Don't bring you to Field and Stream here in Champaign. Gotcha. 10-4.
Yeah.
They got the big old fish tank here, and it's just like, should I jump in? Should I jump in or no?
I saw a video of some kids doing that a couple of years ago. Some kids just ran up the little mountain thing they had at the Bass Pro Shop over here and jumped in. I feel like I've been arrested for a lot dumber stuff. That would be...
Yeah. My brain tells me to jump in every time I see it, so I stay away from it.
My advice, kids, if you're watching this, if you're going to get arrested, make it worth it. Make it something fun that might make the news, that doesn't hurt anyone. You're not hurting anyone.
Or like a jailable offense, just a fine, a slap on the wrist, possibly.
Yeah. Especially now, Illinois, no cash bond. Boom, jump in that tank, kids.
And then you get denied bond and have to sit in jail.
I'm not even going to tell people don't really do that. I want to see that happen on the news, and I want to get credit for it. The guy on the internet told me.
Send Josh the video.
Jugalone told me to do it.
He's got Jugalone written on his chest with Sharpie. Like those big packing markers.
Oh, God.
That's how I'll get
for you,
famous.
Josh. I'm jumping in.
Oh my God.
I don't need any fans like that. If you're that crazy, stop watching right now. Please. I don't need that kind of responsibility.
Bye.
Everybody's out.
Is everybody leaving?
We're
Russ is
that
out.
crazy. You told us
You
to.
just told them to.
Yeah.
We can't be associated with this kind of craziness. I'm always worried. I'm always worried a guest is going to be like, I'm out.
He is talking about you.
Oh, just wait till we're staying in an Airbnb together, sir.
I had to tell my wife, like, you're a nice young man.
I'm going to have you out in the woods at 2 in the morning looking for bugs with me.
I'll be there. Salt Lake City is surrounded by forest preserve. I didn't realize that. We're going to spend half of our time in the woods, man.
Oh, yeah.
You have to get high up in the mountains to get into the woods, though. Lower down, you're just in the arid foothills. But there's a lot of cool stuff there, too.
We'll
Banded
figure it out.
geckos?
You have to go further south for the banded geckos. In the state, yeah, but further south. A few more hours.
Okay.
Do you guys have velvet ants out there, Russ?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
That's what I really want to find. I've always wanted to see velvet ants in the wild.
Mm-hmm. I know of some spots. So
Are they multicolored, or are they just all one color, basically, where you're at?
Depends. We have some places where you can find yellow. We got orange.
Yes,
we got red.
the golden ones. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, it just depends on where you're going.
That's awesome.
So,
Pet
yeah, you don't have the diversity you have. Like you get further south down into like southern Arizona, you get crazy velvet ant diversity. But in the state we have a decent diversity here.
I'd like to see that. That would be something.
I do too.
We'll
That's
have
what
to
I
get
think
your
really
GPS
cool.
coordinates.
Yeah,
I want the orange ones, obviously.
Yeah, I can find the orange ones within 5 minutes of my house.
Oh, nice. That's the yellow ones. I think are super pretty.
Mm-hmm. I got orange and red here, as well as a few other species. You got to go southeast of me to find the yellow ones usually.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get the hit. We'll get the info. Yeah. We'll get the locations and head out and get stung. Probably. No, they're not really that big a stinger, right? They're not really aggressive like that.
They're not likely to do it, but if you do get stung, it is not pleasant.
That's what I've heard from.
Coyote Peterson told me not to get stung by those.
Yeah.
You got stung, Russ?
When I was 10, and I still remember it well. Yeah.
He said, I remember it vividly. Vividly.
Dude. I can't imagine. I'm so against getting stung. I'm totally terrified of the day my daughter, she's so sensitive about everything, the first day she gets stung by a bee. Because it hasn't happened yet, and she's super clumsy, and it's going to happen. So it's just sad. It's just sad.
Well, when I was a kid, I was the guy who stuck a bombardier beetle right in my face to see if it would spray me in the nose.
Oh my gosh.
And it did. So I experienced the world.
That wasn't very nice, now was
it? Russ is Dr. Jekyll. I've got this cure, and it'll grow my arm back. Bam! It's never tested on humans. Let's check it out. Now I'm a lizard or whatever. Got extreme MPD. That's too funny. I'm the exact same way. I am the exact same way. If I need to know how something works, I'm down. I'm doing it right now. Damn the consequences. Somebody made fun of my button today on my hat. Says knowing better never stopped me. I think that would make a perfect tattoo for me. I got to find out how to spell that in Chinese or something. So now I'm going to go to the audience and see if they have any special moments that they remember. I've been kind of ignoring them. Oh, that's you guys. Okay. Uh-oh. What happened? I went to private comments and then it went away. Okay, there we go. The gang is here. Now they're quiet. Obviously, now they're quiet. They're typing out something huge, I'm sure. I'd love to do some gilded springtails.
Oh, guided.
Oh.
Ryan wants to take us. Yeah, Ryan wants to take us springtail hunting.
We're supposed to meet up. That'd make a good video.
That was the first time I met him. I went up and met him, and now I can't remember the preserve up there. What's right south of you?
Daphne met Angela through the show. That's been the thing, is having the community is such a big deal to me, and having this be there for the community. I just adore all the banter. Oh yeah. Yeah, the banner's been so good between everybody. That got deleted. Don remembers the one that got deleted. Wow.
Hey, I didn't want to bring that up as one of my favorite videos, but definitely was one of my favorite videos.
That was not, to be honest, I don't even remember the guy's name. I don't remember the guy's name. But I was so mad. If you guys didn't see that video within 5 minutes, if you didn't see it live, you didn't see it, because I think it was 5 minutes later I deleted it. I was so pissed.
Easily one of my favorite videos.
He was kind of a flipper. He was kind of a flipper anyway, and I didn't know that when I had him on. Do you remember who it was, Kyle?
I don't. I can't think now of the name.
So the whole time he's vaping and getting higher and higher and higher the whole episode, and blowing the vape into the camera. And I ended it early. I was just like, all right, man, well, hey, that's all the time we have. So I shut it off, and then I was there like yelling at my computer for 5 minutes, and then just deleted it. I was on the fence. I'm like, do I delete it? Do I leave it? Is it journalism if I delete it? And then I reminded myself I'm not a journalist.
We had a good little chat about it that night. That cracked me up. Oh, now he's frozen in time again.
But ants are falling from heaven. Maybe they will help him out.
Yeah.
No, we've lost him.
Oh, there he goes.
I'm sorry, I keep yawning. I am exhausted. My kids wore me out today.
What'd you do?
Well, now that we have a backyard, they've been
All right.
they just run and run and run. Slide, swings. We have a little roller coaster back here for them, so I'm constantly pushing them down and setting it back up.
That wears them down too.
Yeah, oh yeah, they go to bed about 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Yeah, Coral came on to show off her budgies.
I remember that show. That's awesome. Love budgies.
That was a fun one. I keep trying to get bird people. I was trying to get a falconer on, and it just isn't happening. I love that little snapper. What's his name, Rick? I don't know if Rick can hear us.
What was that?
Do any of you guys? What's the turtle's name?
The turtle's actual name is Toka. He's
Coca?
from the Ninja Turtles.
Oh, Toka. Yeah. All right. That's right. You told me that.
Oh, right. Yeah. Like,
look at him taking his little breath. That long neck. You got to get him a little baby brother, Mata Mata. No. Don't do that.
Okay.
Totally different needs. Totally different needs. Who knows about vampire crabs? I'm going to guess Russ. Russ or Rick, do you guys know about vampire crabs?
Never kept them. I read about them, but I don't know enough.
I kept them for a little while. They were very, very, very picky as far as the setup. I couldn't get it. I went through 2 of them, and I didn't want to go anymore. So I just couldn't get them to. I had to have salt water and fresh water and some sand and some regular substrate. It was kind of tough. I tried.
Yeah, I heard they can be tough. I never had any success with them either.
Yeah,
I kept mine mostly dry though.
Jason had them for a little bit. That's when I picked them up. But like I said, I tried and I just couldn't. I couldn't.
Oren's
he'll
of course. Oren's done it successfully and bred them and kept them for a long time and does well with them. But I have never done it. But Oren McMonagle has done it.
Oh, that's right. We had Oren on.
Yeah.
That was a milestone. I've never been intimidated by a guest until I had Oren on. I was freaking out about that show for weeks in advance, and I feel like I beefed it. I still to this day feel like I totally beefed that episode.
When I watched it, it was pretty good to me. I enjoyed it.
It was a very educational video.
Yeah.
I hope so, because I did not feel like I felt like I squandered the opportunity. Because that's the only thing on YouTube with Oren McMonagle in it. That's it.
Right. So I think you grabbed the bull by the horns and you did that. It's up there, and you're the only one who has that distinction. I think it's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, and I still don't know why he agreed to come on
that episode.
What? I'm sorry. What was that, Russ?
We got tons of great information from that episode.
Yeah, it was very educational.
All right, good. Woo! Good.
You know what's funny about that? As I didn't realize until that night you were interviewing him that's who had wrote the book that I was reading on isopods. I was like, wait, I've seen this name before. Whoa, it's on the front of this book.
Yeah.
So he's following the whole live stream, and it's like, I read that somewhere.
I was like, wait, what? It blew my mind. It blew my mind.
Kyle, I love you, little brother. That doesn't surprise me at all. That is not even news to me. I'm like, yep, that tracks. That absolutely tracks.
It was so cool.
It was, yeah.
I bought isopods from Oren way back before anybody was keeping isopods. Not anybody, but almost anybody was keeping isopods. He was one of the first guys I bought isopods from. And I didn't realize at the time, I knew he was keeping isopods, but I didn't realize how big he was into everything at the time, And so years later, getting to see him in person and realizing this is a guy I bought isopods from way back before anybody cared what isopods were. It was cool.
Well, you know who got him for me? That is how we got him, is Rachel. Rachel from Pet Peas and Pods lives by him, so he showed up at her table during the show and started talking to her, and she didn't know who he was. And then he introduced himself kind of and sheepishly, and she was like, what? Like she had I would have not known. I have a couple of his books now, but if I'd have met him, when I started, I would have had no idea who he was. So
I have a question for Russ. Have you had any guests that have kind of done the same thing to you? Kind of made you like the Chris Farley Saturday Night Live skit? That was awesome. When you did that, that was awesome. Just kind of tied your tongue and you didn't know what to say. Awe-inspired kind of guest.
That's a good question. Something surprises me about every episode. So it's there's always something that I just think, wow, that just happened. So it's hard to pin one down, I think. But yeah, it's just I'm excited whenever anybody, just like Josh said, I'm just excited when somebody wants to come on, and because everybody's got something to offer. And I always say this, but it doesn't matter how long you've been in the hobby. You can learn something from someone who's been in the hobby a lot less than you. You can always do that.
Always.
And if you're not doing that, you might want to think about how you're approaching things.
Absolutely.
That's absolutely true.
Right on.
I know I tease myself about being like stupid about all these animals or not knowing anything. But I did have to give myself credit watching my episodes over and over for this episode, trying to get video clips, is I'm not really stupid. Like I say a lot of smart things. So, but then I'm still trying to learn. And I mean, even Ophi, not even Ophi, but Ophi, I learned from a 9-year-old. So you have to be open to that stuff. You don't know more than a child. Even a child's going to teach you things.
Hey guys, with that being said, my phone's at 5%. I want to say good night to everybody. Josh, congratulations, bro, for your 100th episode. Thank you for even including me in such a great group of people that you have on right now. I was honored. Ophi was honored. She wanted to say good night to Uncle Josh. So good night, buddy. Have a good night, everybody. And I'll see you later, Ken.
See you later.
See you later, Ken.
Our
Love you,
honor.
bro.
Bye, Rick.
Bye, Rick.
Love you. Thank you. Worcestershire.
Worcestershire sauce.
All three hard things for a man to say.
I was going to say the same thing similar. It's like being in the presence of legends with Russ and Wally been in here. People's videos I watch constantly. No, bye. See you later.
So I'll say this over and over and over again. Anything that I know about isopods or anything non-gecko, I've learned from Russ. Absolutely. It kind of started me on the journey. There's a fellow that attended Sewer Fest, a show here in Wisconsin, Charles Shermer, that was keeping isopods years ago, and kind of got me started with dwarf whites and powder blues. And then I kind of dropped out of it and then wanted to get back into it. And I watched Russ's videos over and over and over again. Over and over again.
That's who I
literally
blame all of this.
You can blame Russ.
That's who we blame. Okay.
Sorry.
Like,
Thanks, Russ.
all my bins look just like yours do, Russ. Like literally, I emulated the way you set up your bins, and now all of my bins look like that. It's so funny.
He makes his own soil, Russ. He makes his own substrate.
I do use my own substrate, but otherwise everything else is fully emulated. The little tiny corner of moss, usually 2 or 3 things to get off the substrate, leaves.
Kyle, you should.
I gotta say, I started doing the hydration station the way I do it because of Wally.
Oh, look at that. Chain reaction domino effect.
And I've completely stopped doing that. So
I know it's in the summertime. It's hard to keep that substrate moist almost without it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, totally. Especially when you live in a climate like me. The climate here is
Yeah.
You can pour watch it dry out before you eat it.
It doesn't even soak into the substrate, it just turns to steam.
Yeah, it's crazy. I have to look at my daughter who's in charge of hydrating the isopod colonies. I'm like, they're crispy. Go get
A little crispy to
please.
That's super funny.
Diet Coke. Diet Coke.
Diet Coke. Sorry, no Pepsi.
No
Coke,
Pepsi.
no Pepsi.
Hey, Pepsi's better.
It is.
Yeah, I like Mountain Dew, but I don't like colas. Colas are nasty.
Oh man, canned Pepsi is better, but fountain Coke is better.
The new Voodoo Mountain Dew are pretty good. The Halloween flavor.
Well, we're gonna try that next week. It's gonna be that's gonna be the liquid next week.
It's pretty good. They're kind of sour.
Oh God, gross.
I've heard Voodoo is too, so that makes sense.
Voodoo sour.
Yeah, good correlation there, I guess.
I'm not excited. I will say the worst thing I ever ate on the show was that Dream Coke.
Worse than vegan jerky?
Yeah, I will say that. Yeah, because you know why I think? Because I kept trying it. I kept drinking it, and I was like, my stomach was all messed up afterwards. I think because I was orally upset about it. My stomach was like, just get it out. Nothing happened, but I was like, I had that like impulse because it was oh my God, I don't even know what flavor it was. I'm trying to like look it up, and I couldn't get an answer. It's just dream flavored. And I don't know who's having those dreams, but they should probably get some therapy. So, but that was the worst thing, was the Coke. Hey, last one.
Josh, can you show Don's comment?
Which one? Who's Don?
Don Gallagher?
I know Don. This one?
Oh, okay.
Vegan jerky was bad.
The
vegan jerky was bad. Where you put the link?
There you go.
There you go. Hey, Don, can you put up the Supreme Gecko too, and then Isopods Anonymous? Don is one of my 2 mods that I have to give thanks to. I don't know how I forgot. It's written down here. My mods are Don and Victor, who Victor's not here. He's usually here way before me. So I hope he's doing okay. But those guys, they came to me about being mods. Like, I didn't even think I needed mods, but I asked Victor, actually, because seeing him always being like and subscribe or die. He's always like really all caps about it. And then Don, I was a little on the edge about Don because he only ever watches the last 5 minutes. He catches the last 5 minutes, but he's been pretty solid since we made him a mod. And I still say we to this day. It's just me. I act like the show is we. It's me and Margot. Fever Dream Pepsi? Fever Dream Mountain Dew? Is that a thing?
Oh God, I wouldn't.
In the way.
I haven't. Yeah, no, I haven't seen that one yet.
I am now disturbed on several levels. If that is it,
right?
Fever Dream. This just sounds sweaty. It sounds spicy almost.
Yeah, I said that Dream Pepsi, the Dream Coke, I think was durian flavored. It was not good.
Like durian fruit?
Yeah, or like mango and jockstrap. That was the flavor I think on the show is what I described it as.
It was bad.
It was. Nanette, you're not supposed to say that question out loud.
Nanette's got the good questions. Yeah, I like that.
I said I was bullied, right? I did say I was bullied in school.
You said you were a bully.
2 points now.
You said you were a bully.
It's a hierarchy of bullies. I was a verbal bully that I picked on people.
Okay.
I'm not a bully.
Yeah. I have this gift where I can dial in on unconsciously even like the thing that bothers you the most and say it to you and really like not be friends anymore. So, and I'm generally kidding, but it doesn't always get taken down. I don't remember what this was for.
You're talking about isopods.
I should be wearing my glasses before I start.
I like when people use the word bunch.
I'm going to use the word bunch more.
It cracks me up.
Bunch?
Oh, I use that word a bunch.
A bunch?
Yeah.
Yeah, when I'm on the phone, well, because for some reason people still ask me how to spell it. I mean, it pretty much sounds itself out completely, but it's either honey bunches of oats or bunches of bananas.
Let's see if I can stretch this. Let's see if I can stretch this. I like corn kernels. And Kyle, I bet you will. Hold on. I can't get it out right. I bet you. Never mind. I want to say will, son. I bet you will, son. But it's not coming out organically. But so we got Wilson and Kern in there. See? And I don't like how last winter felt. That's my actual last name, you guys.
When I first saw that on the packet, like when I got a label from you, I was like, this is his last name?
Yeah. People that have been on the show, I didn't realize that they don't know my name is Josh. So it's really weird.
Did you realize my wife thought I was talking to another woman about isopods constantly because of you?
See? That's how it works. I'm the other woman and the little brother or the big brother at the same time. It's weird. It's a weird flag that I carry. I thought I must have missed a lot of these favorite moments. I'm not scrolling all the way up there. Daphne actually had a bunch. And Daphne and Tanner, I loved having you guys on the show too. I saw that earlier. Oh, there's Supreme Gecko, the Podfather. Just buy his Podfather t-shirts. They're amazing.
They really are.
That bright orange. Yeah, that bright orange is
that was fun.
Yeah, it shows up so well. And the silhouette of you on there is really cool as well.
That's creepy.
It is creepy, but it's cool. It's still cool. Like trying to picture Wally creepy is difficult. So
hold on, I'm deleting all my browser history here.
Clear your cookies. Clear your cookies, Wally.
That was me after my racy episode. I had to delete my browser history real hard. I was getting weird ads.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's probably my second or third favorite videos. Just I never learned about foul-shaped things before, but it was an experience.
It was they come in all shapes and sizes. I didn't realize.
It was an experience for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm watching this, and about 3.5 minutes in, I'm like, holy, anybody looking? I'm out.
Make sure the FBI wasn't listening to us.
I felt really bad. Wally said Crystal walked by, as I said, like penis and erection in the same sentence. So, and I was like, I'm so sorry. That's not cool. She's such a sweet kid. I put as many warnings as I could on that video. I put content warnings and disclaimers all over that thing.
She just walked past the room.
I knew better.
Yep. I do want to collab with Russ and try to do a mating rituals, a crazy mating rituals video, because Russ had some input for the wiener episode. He had some suggestions.
The animal kingdom is full of really interesting forms of reproduction.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't remember what yours were, but I wasn't. It's another thing with Russ. Like, you can't judge people by what you think they are on YouTube, because I was not expecting suggestions for that episode from Russ. But Russ was like, I got you. I like told him the idea for the episode. He's like, you got to try these three. You got to look at these three. And I was like, okay.
The animal kingdom is just fascinating, all the aspects of it. And so I don't want to leave anything out, it's just all.
Well, yeah, no stone unturned.
Yeah.
I wasn't looking at it as a, for me, I wasn't looking at it as this is a racy thing. I was just like, oh, this is an interesting aspect of ecology of these creatures. You know what I mean? So
Russ was like, ooh, science. And I was like, wieners.
The mating ritual would be really cool to watch. There's some really cool things that animals do out there. That would be really fun to watch.
Yeah, and I'm getting into doing flip books. That might take a little while, but I'd probably do some flip books. That'd be kind of fun. Or awful. I don't know. It'd take way too long. I get so excited to do these things. Don, who's got a super cool shirt? Is it Wally? Wally's got a super cool shirt. Mine was custom made by my sister-in-law for Christmas. So she did a really good job.
You're getting everybody sick.
See,
Wally's in 3D.
We're styling here. I got to say, we are styling with our shirts. Nobody can see our shirts, but I've got a cool shirt on too.
Oh, Russ.
Nice.
The classic Aquarium Max. You keep switching your logo on your Facebook Messenger, and it's blowing me away. Like, I can't find you half the time. So, like, you see the isopod or the frog this week? Like, what's the story?
I'm so used to the yellow dart. Yeah.
Yeah. And I've started to switch it over to the isopod, but I haven't switched on everything, which gets confusing.
I think everybody knows it's the yellow, black, and white. I think they're pretty confident they know who they're talking to. Yeah. Well, guys, it's getting late. I don't want to keep you too long, but thank you so much.
I go to bed at 7 o'clock. What am I doing up?
I thought you were drinking the coffee.
I don't drink coffee. That's nasty.
I like a little coffee with my cream and sugar.
Yes.
Coffee's gross.
I need that pot of sugar. I take my coffee in a milkshake form. That's about it. So yeah, you guys, thanks for being part of the show for the whole time. Like, Russ and Wally have been here since the start. It's been amazing. Having you guys be a part of it. Kyle's been here since almost the start of the chats that we used to do. Part of me, I don't know why I don't want to start those up again. Like, I do, but
It's hard just because it fizzled out so long for what? It was like 6-7 months, just me and you every Friday.
Right, and it's just, I don't know. It just was weird, and I don't know. I still don't have time, honestly.
It's easier just to video call us like we do.
If anybody's interested in doing that, live chats, just live talk on Facebook Messenger or Facebook Isopod in the IsoBuddies group, put it in the comments. Put it in the comments. If enough people are into it, we'll start it up again. We'll start it up again and start having chats just where we just BS while we're doing our bins. We used to do it while we were doing our bins and taking care of our animals. And it was fine. It was like having company, especially during lockdown. So
definitely during COVID, it was huge.
Yep. If you have ways that we can increase the community and make the community better, by all means, reach out. Things that you think would work, whatever, let us know. Okay, Jedi Monkey's down. That would be Russ, Wally, Rick.
We're losing them, boys. We're losing them. It said, "Oh, you want to end the show? Oh, watch this."
I'll pretend that I have lag and then click.
Oh, you're back. I saw him blink. Yep, I saw him blink.
No, there he goes.
Oh, I thought he was gonna come back.
Now this is awkward. Is he actually gone, or is
is he done for the night?
Let's all leave before he jumps on. Get back.
That's how we're gonna end the 100th episode. I just go leave you guys here. Yeah,
that's
thanks for coming, guys. Actually, that would have been really funny. That would have been really funny.
We probably would have sat here for a good 5 or 10 minutes before we're like, oh, okay.
Before you realized it was a joke. Yeah, that would have been really funny. No, damn it. That would have been a great closeout. I was so focused on the content and the opening and that pie joke. I'm
the
glad
pie joke went really well. It looked good. Yeah,
really I thought it did. You were so excited to get that slice of pie, Russ.
Oh, yeah.
Your face. I think your daughter was more excited to get that slice of pie.
She gets to actually eat it. So, yeah.
The fact that she was so patient and sat around that whole time to just wait for her cue.
Yeah.
That's a well-trained kid.
Laura knows what's up. She does.
We're gonna talk parenthood. Are your kids into the bugs and stuff too, or no?
All of them like critters. And some a little bit more than others and whatever, but all of them like critters, including bugs.
That's cool. I had never asked you. That's weird. I'd never asked you about that, but I try to let other people bring up their family and not bring it up because maybe you're private. But yeah, guys, thanks so much. And thanks for being here and being part of the 100th episode and taking time again.
Congrats on 100.
Congrats, yeah. Thank you for having us.
Right
So
now, if I
we're
get
back-
100 viewers,
We're back for the 200th episode. Yes.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Come back for 200.
I'm gonna put out a bunch of shorts, so it'll be in December.
No,
That's a bad season for shorts.
It's a bad season for Wally. That's
not
48 days of Gecko Christmas. Yeah, guys, get into that. Pay attention to that. So when Wally's what is it? The 12 Gecko Days of Christmas.
12 Supreme Days of Christmas.
Supreme Days of Christmas. Get into
Lots
that.
of good stuff. Yeah, lots of good stuff to win.
I'll be trying to win a lot of stuff this year, and I'll be promoting it as much as possible.
Donors that make it.
Yep.
Brandy got me into that. Brandy Larson. I was like, wait, what? Wally gives free stuff away?
Tons of free stuff.
So much. It was unbelievable. It was a really fun experience last winter. I'm looking forward to that.
Last year, like $13,000 or something?
It was more like $20,000.
I think it ended up around 18 or 19.
It was up there.
It just kept going and going.
Yeah, people were just so generous.
Can you guys stack the box for me so I can get some of those hot cocoa balls?
Send me absolutely.
You said that online.
Send me your email, your social security number, and the PIN number if you wouldn't mind.
And at least 2 credit cards. 2 credit cards minimum.
You didn't know Wally was a Nigerian prince, did you? On its way. As I work.
Go ahead and just send a blank check. Just send a blank check. It'll be fine.
Totally safe. Guys, again, thank you so much. So I really appreciate it. I've had so many hours of fun with you guys and so many hours and hours and hours of support and conversations. So keep doing what you're doing. If you haven't already watched Wally and Russ's show, A, how did you find me? And B, go do it right after this.
Yeah,
so,
we'll watch all of them.
Yeah, how did you find me if you haven't seen Wally and Russ? That'd be weird. I think I have every single one of my people because of you in some way, shape, or form. So, guys, thanks again. Anybody wants to hang out afterwards, stick around, and I'm gonna close this. I'm gonna close this mother out. All right.
Yep.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you.
Congrats again.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Here's to 200
Oh yeah, right.
and beyond.
Beyond. We want 200 viewers. We've got 200. So, guys, like, subscribe, share. We actually lost a viewer in the last 2 weeks. We didn't gain any. It broke my heart. It broke my heart to lose one and not gain a single person in the last 2 weeks. So I feel like we did some good episodes the last 2 weeks, not including this one. This one was great, but I'm not counting it against the last 2 weeks. Anyway, that was really a dumb thing to say. So like, subscribe, click the bell icon, do all the YouTube stuff. It's all down there, right? Somewhere in there. Expect more fun thumbnails. Hopefully I get better at it. I think like they're a little elementary, but we'll get there. We'll get there. If you're new, John Kim, I don't know. I don't recognize you, but welcome to the show and thank you for the congrats. Beetle Guy, keep coming back. Yeah, guys, Ryan is here. We're going to have Ryan on again soon. We're going to have some great guests on soon. We're chock full of amazing content coming your way. So next week, I don't remember who's on. Check us on Facebook. I'm a little overwhelmed by how crazy this was tonight. So, and if you want a cool background pickup that's something to do with you, send it to me on Facebook. I'll put your picture up there. Whatever you want. I don't care. As long as it's not R-rated or more. Okay? Do that. Let's see who's watching. Okay? Peace out, guys. Love you guys. And stay safe.